স্বাগতম আৰু আজি আপোনালোকে গম পাইছে আমাৰ লগত অতিথি হিচাপে আৰু উপস্থিত আছে এছিষ্টেণ্ট জেনেৰেল আনন্দ মিশ্ৰা ছাৰ আছে আমাৰ লগত। ছাৰ সেই সুযোগ পাইছে আৰু ছাৰৰ পৰা আজি আমি বহুতখিনি কথা গম পাওঁ। লগতে আমাৰ ডিৰেক্টৰ ছাৰ ছাৰৰ পৰা আমি প্ৰথম আমি ছাৰক অভিনন্দন দিবলৈ লৈছোঁ। আৰু আজি আমি অতিকৈ আচলতে গৌৰৱান্বিত আৰু সুখী অনুভৱ কৰিছোঁ ছাৰৰ আমাৰ মাজত ছাৰৰ সুনাম ইতিমধ্যে আমি সকলোৱে গম পায়ে থাকোঁ। ছাৰে অসম পুলিচৰ যি অৱদান ইতিমধ্যে আগবঢ়াইছে এয়া অতুলনীয় আৰু তাৰ বাবে ছাৰক আমি বহুত বহুত ধন্যবাদ জনাইছোঁ। ছাৰে এনেকৈ কাম কৰি যাওক আৰু ছাৰে 2020 চনত CM ছাৰক এটা বিশেষ মেডেল পাইছিল, তাৰ বাবেও আমি ছাৰক পুনৰবাৰ অভিনন্দন জনাইছোঁ। আৰু লগতে ছাৰ বিভিন্ন তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ এক্টিভিটি কৰি থাকে, ইউথৰ লগত কামি থাকে। চ' ছাৰক আমি তাৰ বাবে বহুত বহুত ধন্যবাদ। আমি ডিৰেক্টৰ ছাৰ ছাৰক আহিবলৈ অনুৰোধ কৰিছোঁ।
Good afternoon to everyone who have gathered here, and special welcome to our very dear Anand Mishra sir. I am really very thankful to him for in spite of a very hectic schedule, today he's going for a very tight schedule, but still he's here amongst us for at least we'll be here for 1 hour. So we'll try to gain maximum as much as it is possible in terms of knowledge, and that can help us to face the upcoming interviews, which will be happening in the next month, that is the month of May. So I welcome Anand Mishra sir amongst us, and I'll request him to whatever doubts if you have regarding how to face an interview, and I'm very sure sir will be discussing all his experiences regarding facing an interview, how to mainly pull an interview towards your side. Okay, that also can be done during an interview because in a time duration of almost 25 minutes to 30 minutes, any random questions when it can be asked in front of you, there is also a chance that you can also attract or pull some of the questions towards your side or towards your field. Okay, so basically there are 8 to 10 fields, like from your personality background, from your graduation background, from whatever currently you are doing, if you are working somewhere, or your optional subjects, or any random current affairs topics, or any random situation-based topics, how to deal or how to pull towards this particular field, towards in a certain field where you have the confidence. Definitely sir will be sharing all the experiences and he will be guiding us throughout the time period of 1 hour. So I request Anand Mishra sir to start with this session.
But this we got, isn't this a small group, so don't need to do lecturing, isn't it? So we will take up questions. Okay. Before I start speaking out, which becomes irrelevant, let us start with the question paper. In the sense, I keep on telling, when you actually want to do preparation, study, baad bhi kitab padho, pehle question paper. You know why? Because that makes you focused. So once I start getting questions from you, my deliberations will be more focused. So I will know where to and what to speak. Otherwise, I'll speak what I want. I won't speak what you want, isn't it? So I need to speak what you want. So I would like to have questions from you. I'll not answer it immediately. I'll just keep listening all the questions. Okay? And at the end, we will try to answer all the questions. If at the end, कुछ क्वेश्चन बच जाता है, जल्दी कोई क्वेश्चन बची जाए, अपने आप को कोई देखो कि इशू हुआ नहीं, आपको एक बार कोई दो, हाँ, ठीक है? So let us start taking questions, right? Anything, any wild thing comes to your mind, any wild thing, because you see this is an setup, just छोटा setup is I'm happy. It's a small classroom setup. I'm happy for this, and I would request questions. Okay? Look, all of you, most probably all of you will be going for APSC interview, right? APSC interview. Who knows next year APSC interview will be there? Okay. So let's get the questions first. Anything which comes to your mind. Don't think my question is a bad question. Don't think it bacha nahi se na hoga ki question to hoga. You just ask anything. Okay? Puchiye.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Saurabh.
नहीं, पहली बार जोर से बात करना.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir.
इंटरव्यू का पहला आपका नियम है, you have to be audible to your interviewer, है ना? नहीं तो अगर आपकी बात सुन नहीं पाएगा तो फिर पॉइंट है. इसीलिए you see I am also speaking without the mic.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Saurabh. I have a question. That is, if I go for an interview and if the interview panel asks me a question and I reply to that question and they say that I know that the answer is right, but they used to counter that this is not the right answer and give another explanation. Then how to tackle this situation? How to reply to that?
Perfect. Next question. I'll take questions first. Next question. पूछो.
Hello, sir. Thank you for joining us. My question is, during the start of the interview, we are asked to tell me about yourself. This question is very frequent. Do we need to tell our educational background, our address, or do we need to tell something extra? And my second question is, during interview, if the interviewer suddenly asks me Assamese language, do I continue in English language or start answering in Assamese?
और questions? मैडम को बोल देते हैं.
So, suppose a candidate, he or she is from suppose science background, and she doesn't choose her subject and the optional choose another subject. So, and if the panel asks her, like, why have you chosen this subject and not your graduation subject? So, how do you tackle this situation?
Sir.
Good afternoon, sir. So my question is not related to interview actually. So my question is like, how is the life of an IPS officer? And sir, what is like the political pressure to run?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I would like to ask, if there is a question and you don't know the answer properly, how can I politely say that I don't know, or if I have to say it in different way?
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, what can be the best answer if the panel member asked, why do you want to be civil servant?
Anything more?
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi.
Sir, my name is Sandipal Goswami. Sir, I have a little bit of a stammering problem. Sir, do you have any tips on how to overcome it?
Sure. ठीक है, so fair enough to start with, like first of all I'll speak something, then I'll keep on getting your questions जो आप उसके बारे में बोलेंगे. Number one, whenever you face your interview, first of all, I believe this is not an interview, this is a test of personality. So, English is okay? मिला जुला के बोलेंगे ना. So, the thing is, it is a test of personality. In the sense, they try to understand you as a person. Remember, they are not there to choose professors. आपका ज्ञान does not matter much. ये कितना ज्ञानी है आप? ठीक है. What they want to understand, whom they want to choose is a bureaucrat. They want to choose a person who can deliver in public life, a person who can face things, who can handle situations. They try to get a personality who comes across in a pleasant way. Even in a difficult situation, the person is able to maintain his or her balance. At the same time, the person keeps himself or herself in control of the situation. So, ये सारे कुछ basic personalities हैं, plus definitely your communication skills. How you communicate, how you speak, whether you are able to keep hold of the interview or not. आप बात करो कोई interviewer अपना मोबाइल चेक करना शुरू कर देगा. Lot of things. अरे ऐसे कुछ बोल रहा है, ठीक है, क्या टाइम पास कर रहा है, ये हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है. Whether everybody is interested, यार ये क्या बोलेगा. अच्छा ऐसा है. Whether you are making them inquisitive about yourself. Whether एक क्वेश्चन पूछे तब तक दूसरा इंटरव्यू करना शुरू कर दे. अरे ये बात. You make them into a contest to talk to you. Okay, 5 members अगर होंगे, ये सारे situations they want from you. First of all, when you approach, remember always they are there to select you. They are actually positive people. They are not negative. They are not there to reject you. You understand? So don't go by the impression that यार मैं reject हो जाऊँगा. वो खोज रहा है, वो खुद के आपसे पूछेगा, यार तुम टाइम कुछ तो बता भाई, तेरे को लेना मुझे. बहन कुछ तो बताओ तुम्हें लेना मुझे. So they are there to select you. So that should be a basic confidence. Once you enter, मैं जब पहली बार यूपीएससी इंटरव्यू में गया, तो 2 बार गया इंटरव्यू. पहली बार गया तो पूछा हमसे, कैसे आए आप? तो मैं ज़्यादा दिमाग लगा नहीं. कैसे आए? यार बड़ा डीप क्वेश्चन है ये तो, फिलोसफिकल क्वेश्चन है, कैसे आया? बहुत पढ़ के आया, बहुत मेहनत करके आया, है ना? You know, I started thinking more than required because I lost my natural self. You know, I lost my natural self. I was not me because उसके पहले मैं कुछ कोचिंग में गया था. Don't mind sir, कोचिंग का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. प्रॉब्लम कोचिंग में है, प्रॉब्लम मुझ में है. हाँ, I went for a mock interview. Okay, अब वो mock interview में बताया ऐसे बैठना है, ऐसे कपड़ा पहन के जाना है, इधर देखना है, ऐसे नहीं करना है, हंसना कम है, बोलना ज्यादा है, ये नहीं बोलना. बोल मैं हंस कंफ्यूज जब मैंने दिए asked this whole question started running in my mind. ऐसा बोला था, कैसा बोला था, क्या बोला था. And when the lady asked, Parveen Tala madam का board था, she asked, how did you reach here? I was thinking it's a philosophical question. How did you reach? गरीब घर का लड़का हूँ, मैंने बहुत मेहनत किया है. हाँ, मैं स्कूल में नहीं पढ़ा हूँ, मैं ट्यूशन पढ़ा नहीं पढ़ा, बहुत मेहनत काम करते कैसे पहुँचा? ये सब सोच रहे हो कि अच्छा ली गई. दूसरा क्वेश्चन ले, मेरा क्वेश्चन ही चला गया. सिंपल यार, ऑटो से आया मैं, और कैसे आया? I would have told ना सिंपल क्वेश्चन मैम ऑटो से आया, है ना? Then she could have asked more अगर जानना है तो. We should not try to read more in between the lines. ज़्यादा दिमाग लगाएंगे ना तो आप confused हो जाएंगे. You look like a confused person in the interview. You look like you are a very tactical. They don't want tactful person. मुझे देख लो ना मेरी personality तो जग जाहिर है सब देख दे, जो मर्जी बोलता हूँ, जहाँ मर्जी बोलता हूँ, है ना? तो actually bureaucrats को ऐसे ही होना चाहिए. Politics करना आपका दिमाग में नहीं आना चाहिए. आप सोच समझ के बात करो, बैलेंस करके बात करो, इतना बताना है, उतना नहीं, ये सब नहीं होना चाहिए. आप में सच्चाई होना चाहिए. You should be truthful. That is what the interview I believe. मैं अगर interview में दूँगा, you may be a person of a less merit, doesn't matter. But if you are a person of truthfulness, sincerity, training करके आपको सिखा देंगे, efficient बना देंगे training करा के. लेकिन truthfulness कहाँ से लाएंगे? Character कैसे change करेंगे आपका? So that character which is original, again that you cannot वो practice करके नहीं जा सकते truthfulness का. अगर आप है तो है, नहीं है तो नहीं है. Okay, that will be reflected, and the interviewer will know. So my point, the first point is be truthful. ओके, हम जो है भाई हम हैं, ऐसे ही पैदा हुए तो भगवान ने ऐसे चेहरा दिया है, जैसा बोलने का वैसे तरीका दिया है, इतना ही लैंग्वेज कमांड है. दैट इज व्हाट आई एम. सर लेना तो ले लो, ना तो कोई बात नहीं, दूसरा कोई ले लेगा. ये अप्रोच होना चाहिए आपका. आप भगवान के सामने नहीं बैठे, नॉट सिटिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ गॉड. यू आर नॉट, डोंट थिंक दैट यू आर बीइंग जज. यू नो देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एलिवेटर स्पीच. यू नो व्हाट एलिवेटर स्पीच? मेनी ऑफ यू माइट नो दैट व्हेन यू आर गोइंग फॉर एन इंटरव्यू, सपोज ऑन अ टॉप फ्लोर ऑफ सम मल्टी-स्टोरी बिल्डिंग. So, if you are going on a multi-story building to meet your interviewer, you enter an elevator, you enter a lift, और साथ में आपका वो भी बंदा पूछता है जो आपका इंटरव्यू लेने वाला है. इंटरव्यूअर भी साथ में पूछता है. Both of you are in the elevator for 20 seconds. By the time you reach 20th floor, and those 20 seconds is your elevator speech. Whether you open a communication, whether you hit a contact with him, आप उससे बात करते हैं या नहीं करते, वो 20 सेकंड में आपकी जो हरकतें होंगी और जो उसने देखा है, आपका इंटरव्यू का रिजल्ट वही होगा. आप वहाँ चाहे 20 मिनट बैठ के कितना ज्ञान दे दीजिए, उसको फर्क नहीं पड़ता. वो 20 सेकंड में आपको जो उसने देखा है कि नेचुरल सेटअप में, दैट इज गोइंग टू इम्पैक्ट. सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, यू नेवर नो हाउ लॉन्ग योर इंटरव्यू इज गोइंग टू बी. इट मे एंड एट 5 मिनट्स. सर ने बोला 25-30 मिनट, 5 मिनट में खत्म हो जाए. बोले यार बकवास लड़का है, कोई काम करे, इसको भगाओ. यू नो, ये सब चीजें यूट्यूबर से सीखो. शुरू के देखते हो 30 सेकंड को ऐसा पैकअप कर देगा ना कि यू हैव इंटरेस्ट टू वॉच द होल वीडियो. Isn't it? They'll keep it at high pitch. अभी मैं अगर शुरू करता अभी आपसे प्यार से अच्छा ऐसा तो थोड़ा थोड़ी देर में इंटरेस्ट चला जाता. I started at a high pitch, isn't it? You got involved by asking questions, isn't it? So this is not a style which I am trying to copy or do anything, but this is how I believe that I don't know यार. अभी फटाक से फोन आया डीजी सर का, क्या जा जाओ मीटिंग में, मैं भाग जाऊंगा. खत्म इंटरव्यू का आपका क्लास यहीं पे. तो I have that limited time, so you also will have limited time when you go for your interview. Always think this is the last question. Each question is your last question. Always have it in mind. The person might select or not select. I will not say reject. The person you might get selected in first 5 minutes. People with 5 minutes interview have got 80% marks. People with 45 minutes of interview have got 30% marks. You know, so don't go by the idea कि interview कितना लंबा. 5 मिनट में बंदा समझ में आ गया, यार ये लड़का ठीक है, क्वालिटी है. क्यों टाइम वेस्ट करना आपके साथ? ठीक है यार, इसको तो सेलेक्ट करना है. पहली बार में होता है ना यार. नो कि फर्स्ट टाइम में पहली नजर में प्यार जिसको कहते हैं वैसा चीज. देखा यार ये तो चाहिए लड़का, सेलेक्टेड, थैंक्स, यू गो. अब आप बाहर निकल के सोच रहे हो यार 5 मिनट में भगा दिया, क्या हो गया, व्हाट इज दिस, एम आई नॉट गुड, विल आई बी रिजेक्टेड, है ना. दे डिडंट लाइक मी, मे बी यू लाइक, दे डिडंट लाइक यू, दे लव्ड यू यार. They loved you so much that they have selected you in 5 minutes. It is possible. The more they talk to you many a times, because the interview board is confused about it. If they are confused, they are not understanding कि लड़का अच्छा है बुरा है, तो और ज्यादा बात करें. अच्छा मे भी थोड़ा और बात करने से मे बी आई अंडरस्टैंड यू बेटर, दैट्स व्हाई द इंटरव्यू गोज लॉन्ग. सो जिसका लॉन्ग होता सोचता है अरे हमको तो बहुत पसंद किया, उनको पसंद नहीं किया, यू हैव कंफ्यूज्ड द बोर्ड. ओके, मेरा फर्स्ट इंटरव्यू वाज फॉर 50 मिनट्स, आई गॉट 132 मार्क्स आउट ऑफ 300. दूसरा वाला आई गॉट 80% मार्क्स विद द इंटरव्यू ऑफ 12 मिनट्स. और दूसरी बार मैं बोला यार ये तो पूछा ही नहीं कुछ यार, बोलने ही नहीं दिया, कुछ मौका ही नहीं दिया. When I entered, it was like a long room, maybe itna long raha hoga. Walked in, I went there. They said, "So, Mr. Anand, you want to join IAS?" I said, "I want to crack this exam, but actually my first preference is IPS." But you are already in IPS. I said, "No, sir, not yet. But hopefully, if things go well, maybe yes." I said like this only, smiling. So they said, "Okay, we thought you were already." Why? Because of my demeanor, the way I wore my uniform clothes, the way I walked in, the way I approached them. It was confident. It was like कि मुझे क्या कर लोगे मेरा यार, नहीं सेलेक्ट करोगे, और इससे बड़ा क्या कर लोगे, इससे ज़्यादा कुछ कर नहीं सकते हो, है ना. तो आई वेंट विद दैट, एंड दैट सो यू कीप योर माइंड बिजी. लाइक सिंस क्लास 8 आई हैव बीन बिहेविंग लाइक एन आईपीएस ऑफिसर. ओके, क्लास 8 से मैं ऐसा बिहेव कर रहा हूँ, ये गॉट इनटू माय डीएनए नाउ. तो जब इंटरव्यू में बोर्ड में गया तो बंदे को लगा कि यार इसकी जो पर्सनैलिटी चाहिए आईपीएस की, इसकी तो है, इज ऑलरेडी हैविंग द एप्टीट्यूड, सुपर गुड विद द एप्टीट्यूड, एंड ही इज क्लियर इन हिज हेड, चाहे मेरा फर्स्ट रैंक भी हो, मुझे आईपीएस ही बनना है. उसके दिमाग में कोई डाउट से नहीं है. वो क्वेश्चन जो पूछा सिविल सर्विस करके क्या करोगे, मुझसे भी पूछा गया था, है ना, बताता हूँ मैं. तो when they asked me 2-3 questions and they knew कि बंदे को पता है. एक क्वेश्चन पूछा मुझसे ये इसके बारे में, ये क्या बोलते हैं इसको, हॉटस्पॉट्स मालूम है. मैं कहा हाँ सर सुना तो है हॉटस्पॉट्स, आई नो briefly. How many hotspots are there in the country? I said, sir, sorry, I don't know. You don't know? There are very few, I said, yes, sir. You know what they call Ramsar site? Have you heard? I said, yes, I've heard. Can you recall what it is? I said, not really. I may be babbling. If I say something, it will be all guesswork. So I think better it's not to speak about this. Okay. That was. I faced a question which I did not know. And I smile करके बोल दिया. कि नहीं आता था. But smiling should not be laughing as if I am laughing on the board members. ऐसा भी नहीं होना चाहिए. It should be a pleasant, natural smile which comes to you when you speak. The way I am. You see, I'm not feigning my smile. देखना, मैं अभी रिकॉर्ड करके बताता हूँ कुछ. तो anyways, so this smile is natural. It comes naturally to me. Nobody can train me to go and be, smiling. Smile makes you more confident. It makes you look more confident. Because if I'm in control of the situation, I'll not appear tense. I'm smiling. Smiling means the person is in control. Okay. So these are certain things. When you approach the board, you have to be a natural demeanor. आपका जो कपड़े पहने का जैसा मर्जी कपड़े पहने आप, कोई प्रॉब्लम बस फॉर्मल पहनना. वहाँ पे यार वैसे डिस्को टाइप कुछ पहन के चले गए तो थोड़ा लगेगा आउट ऑफ प्लेस. इसका बेसिक ड्रेसिंग सेंस ही गड़बड़ है बंदे का, है ना. तो वो आउट ऑफ प्लेस नहीं लगेगा. जब टी-शर्ट पहन के चले क्लब हाउस तो जा नहीं रहे. तो when you go in formals, normal black shirt, white shirt, black pant is a normal thing. तो कुछ भी पहनो, whatever you want to wear, just wear it properly. साफ सुथरा कपड़ा रहे, थोड़ा आयरन किया रहे, और टाई है तो टाई पहन लो. if you are comfortable, wear a tie. I did not wear a tie. सब मेरे बोर्ड में बैठे सब टाई पहने होता है. तुम्हें टाई नहीं पहना, मैं यार वो मासी जैसा होता है. मैं स्कूल जैसा पहनूंगा ऐसा खोल के आधा में तो फिर खराब लगेगा. इससे अच्छा पहना ही नहीं. So I was not wearing a tie. So it is how you are comfortable. Nobody asks you to come in a particular dress code. कोई ऐसा है नहीं. If they give you come in a proper formal suit or a lounge suit, then it's a different thing. But उसको बोला नहीं कि क्या dress पहन के आना है. So you go however you want. Okay. When you approach the board, as I said, always remember they are there to select you. They are not there to reject. About the questions, the language वाली बात है कि if they are asking in suddenly they switch over to Assamese, you reply in Assamese. The good part is you should always communicate to a person in a language the person understands, right? It is not that you have written it that your preference is English. Your preference is English, but the person asks you in Assamese. You should and you must reply in Assamese. It looks odd कि आपसे कोई Assamese बोल रहा है, आपसे अंग्रेजी बोल रहा है. It looks odd, no? It's not natural. So that has to be taken. The moment the person switches over to English, you go back to English. He speaks Hindi, you can also give him 2-3 Hindi words. Okay? So the communication should be one-to-one. कहते हैं ना child to child, child to adult, वाला communication. वो आपसे बच्चा बन के बात करे, आप भी बच्चे बन के बात करें. Then only you can communicate. बच्चे के साथ आप adult बन के बात करोगे तो the kid will not be with you. भाग जाएगा छोड़ के. अंकल गंदे अंकल है ना. बच्चे के साथ बच्चा बन जाओ, उसके साथ मिट्टी में खेल जाओ, उनको जो करना है उसके साथ करो. Then only he likes. So if the board is behaving with you like this, you should respond it like that. You should not try to become like vessels or tight करके. आइए ना please. So I believe that you should not try to pass off an image which is not natural, है ना? अगर मैं इतना हंसता हूँ, मुस्कुराता हूँ, बाइक चलाता हूँ, मुस्कुरा रहता हूँ, गोली मारने में भी 2 बार नहीं सोचता हूँ, because your thing, your USP, your point has to be very clear. You know, आपका personality has to be clear. It should not be confused. That if I am smiling, I am not a serious person. It's not like that. Okay, but it has to come out in your speech. बस तब तो आपको ड्यूटी तो देगा नहीं, काम तो देगा नहीं बोर्ड कि काम करके दिखाओ, तुम तो स्माइल कर रहे हो, oh no you are good in work, but your personality, it should not appear very shy. Okay, you should be serious about the purpose. Yes, you are there for a serious work, but it should not be unpleasant. It should not be so serious कि उसको टेंशन हो जाए कि यार क्या हो गया इसको, क्यों इतना सीरियस है भाई? You know, you enjoy your interview. If you don't enjoy your interview, then your interview will enjoy you. है ना? The way it is. So you enjoy interview. There will be people who will say, you will tell something and just say, no, ये तो गलत है, ये तो पक्का गलत है. तो मेरे से भी ऐसा क्वेश्चन आया था, you know, कि they were countering me कि no, ये गलत है यार, ऐसे नहीं होता है. तो मैंने कहा सर अभी तक के ज्ञान में तो मुझे इतना ही पता है. बोला sorry sir, but whatever I know, as per my understanding, this is what I knew, but now you are saying this, I'll go back and check sir. I'll update myself regarding this. You know, I love this. I'll not counter लड़ाई करूँगा, भाई नहीं ऐसा ही है, 2 हाथ करके देख लेते हैं. ऐसा नहीं है, मैं जो बोला वही ठीक. लड़ाई नहीं करना बोर्ड के साथ. Because once you go in public service, you know, if you join as a magistrate or join as a police, there will be public standing in front of you and they'll say, "Na, you do hoise." It hoise, am koi se hoise. Apne kora nai, moi jano basically. Apne ki jane. Itu koile aru khom hobo ta. Aru duta pathor mari. है ना? जतिया hoise, मानो कि ना itu hoise, apne ki na jane apne ki hoise. Itu hoise. আপনি কোন ঠিকই কইছে হয়তো মই যিমান জানো হিটু হইছে আপনি যেটু কইছে হয়তো বেলেগ আছে তো মোক আরো বুঝিব লাগে জানিব লাগে কথাটো আমি আরো ইনকোয়ারি কৰাম হয়তো হাই লেভেল ইনকোয়ারি কৰাইছাম কি বস্তুটো কি আছে যেটি সঠিক আছে হিটু হ'ব আপনার কথাটা যদি ঠিক আছে আপনার কি হ'ব হয়তো মই পুরা না জানো কথা বাট জানিব পারে দিস ইজ দ্য अप्रोच इन पब्लिक लाइफ यही क्वेश्चन अराइज करता है आपको इंटरव्यू में सेम सिचुएशन यू आर हैंडलिंग यू नो द इंटरव्यू आल्सो यू आर हैंडलिंग यही चेक करता हो द क्वेश्चन इज दैट द पर्सन इज checking you कि how you behave in such a situation because when you go in service actually you will face this situation you know there will be situation where public will say बताओ मुझे ये वाला चीज मेरा ये वाला भत्ता कब मिलेगा उनको नहीं पता कब मिलेगा आंसर नहीं मालूम है then what you do झूठ बोलोगे नहीं झूठ बोलोगे लाभ खाओगे वहां भी और बाद में भी सरकार की बदनामी होगी है ना so when the board also asks you something the same thing you will actually face a situation on the ground the board asks something you don't know you know something about it. They ask you कि you know the public के पास एक घिराव के लिए मैं ABUB का रिजल्ट कब आएगा आजकल बच्चा लोग ये सब बहुत पूछता है हमारे पुलिस का एग्जाम दिया रिजल्ट कब आएगा तो यार सुना तो हूँ मैं कि कुछ आ रहा है प्रिपेयर होना बट डेट एग्जैक्ट नहीं पता है इमान दिन अपनी वेट करी सा अपमान आरो वेट करी लोग किया যদি কৰিব পাইছে ৰিজাল্ট তো আহিব পৰীক্ষা হৈছে তো ৰিজাল্ট আহিবই আহিব অলপমান वेट কৰিলে আমি শুনিছো কিছু চলি আছে হয়তো বহুত সোনকালে আহিব পাৰে অলপমান वेट পারসন উইল বি হ্যাপি বাট ইউ সে মই না জানো कोने जाने isn't it the question will come the person will become agitated what nonsense are किसने तुम आके खड़ा हो गया यार मालूम नहीं भागो यहाँ से you don't know then why are you standing here same situation arises when you go to the interview isn't it the people will ask you कि tell me about this and you say no I don't know you know I don't know man ठीक है you don't know it's okay but then what आशा का किरण तो देखे जा भाई you are in public service you cannot say something ना हो ना हो इतना ना हो कितना हो केने का हो की करिले हो because जो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन आशा विचार होप विचार this they cannot be absolute no they cannot be absolute yes so that you have to understand कि if I say I don't know about this if you heard yes I have heard about it but I'm not very sure I have to find out but as of now sir I'm not in a position to really speak about it I may not be a speaking sense when I speak about my you know limited knowledge about the topic so that has to be my approach if I know then also I say sir as per my understanding and my knowledge till now whatever I have read or understood about the subject ki whether Russia has attacked Ukraine what do you think is it correct or wrong so you can always no sir naise Russia to beya koriche sir itu to ঠিক করা নাই itu hole na hobo le লড়াই শুরু ho gaya wahan pe so you are not there to speak like a you know statesman you are there as a bureaucrat who knows how to handle a situation so my approach would be as per my understanding you know Ukraine did something which ignited this passion in Russia they wanted to join NATO and Russia did not like they felt that it is not proper so they responded in their national interest But Ukraine being a smaller state, I think there could have been a better way of dealing the situation, where maybe other states could have come and made Ukraine understand the geopolitics of the area. I mean, when you speak like that, bande ko malum hai. You know, ek to pata bhi hai, dusra, he knows how to communicate his thing, and in a balanced way. But I'm not being balanced politically. I am being balanced intellectually. Understand? So don't try to be tactful. Don't try to act smart when you go to an interview. You be honest about yourself, because it will be never that you know 100%, and it will be never that you don't know anything about it. Because you are an educated person. Generally, what the board speaks, कुछ ना कुछ आपको पता होगा उसके बारे में. So the approach has to be like this. Got it? ये हो गया. As of stammering का जहाँ तक आपने कहा था ना कि stammer is not a problem. Till the time you can communicate, it is okay. है ना? You can say, sir, I have an issue with my speaking abilities. I'm trying to get some cure of this. I'm trying to get myself trained on this. It is very late that I have realized this, and over time I'm working on this disability of mine. But please bear with me. I have this issue, and they will believe me, they like it. You can always say, please bear with me. I have a problem with stammering, or I have a problem with my language. So allow me to communicate my idea in the best way possible which I can, and I assure you that I am working on this weakness part of mine, and I'll be very soon, I'm sure that I'll be confidently speaking before anyone. So this has to be your approach while stammering. If I have a problem, I can say that, look, I have a problem, this is my issue, I'm working on it. But you should not say, I have an issue with this, yeah, you have to deal with it, I cannot do anything. Ye nahi kar sakte. You have to say, I have an issue, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. If you say something, they say something, man, you should have known. तुमको इधर तुम एग्जाम देने आ गए, तुमको ये भी नहीं पता है. तो मुझसे भी ऐसा क्वेश्चन पूछा, एक मैडम थी, मैंने कहा मैडम ऐसा बहुत कुछ है जो मुझे नहीं पता है. उसमें ये भी नहीं पता है. You are right, and there are a lot of things which I don't know. I do not claim that I know everything in this world. So yes, but now you have brought in the topic. It sounds interesting to me, and yes, I should have known this, which I don't know, and I'm definitely interested. I'll go back and check. ये क्या चीज़ है? So the person thinks, okay, the person has taken a note of his deficiency. The person has understood कि इसको नहीं पता है, so he has an idea. He wants to go back and check. It's not that नहीं पता, बस नहीं आता, बस जाओ. ये जो rigid attitude bureaucrats में not acceptable. You should study the personality of a good bureaucrat, a successful bureaucrat whom you consider is a good person or a good bureaucrat, not any bureaucrat, and then try to understand his personality, how he thinks, what is his approach or her approach, and then you try to understand what the public needs, because you will be a public servant, you will be responding to a customer. मैं दुकान में बैठ गया, दादा मैगी है तो ऐसा नहीं देंगे क्या? हाँ, हम तो मालिक हैं, नहीं देंगे. ऐसा होता है पब्लिक सर्विस में भी कि भाई दो मॉनिटर सर्टिफिकेट को गए थे ना हो जाओ. मानो इनको ना भी सर है ना. They want, you also don't want public servants like that. So your approach before the board should be in a way that they understand that once I post madam as an ACS officer or an APS officer or whatever service, or sir को post करूँगा as an APS or ACS officer, they will actually do what the society needs. They will respond to the customer's demand. That's why I said, you ask me first and then I speak. Let the customer ask for it. क्या चाहिए आपको? नूडल्स चाहिए, दाल चाहिए, आटा चाहिए, गेहूं चाहिए, बिस्किट चाहिए. आपको चाहिए दाल और मैं आपको मैगी बेचना शुरू कर दूँ. So that doesn't match, na. So this personality of yours should be reflected in those whatever minutes you get of life, right? ये चीज हो गया. और इसके अलावा what are questions?
Tell me about yourself.
Huh?
Tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself. Look, these type of questions might come. You can just briefly tell. Don't गाना नहीं गाना उसके बारे में कि आपके बारे में क्या है. You can your name they know. आपका नाम तो मालूम है, उसके सामने लिखा हुआ है. जैसे आप सर I am so and so बोलने का. What's your name by the way?
नीलकमल बोलो.
नीलकमल. Right. तो किरण बोल सर I am नीलकमल बोलो तो बोले तो पता है मुझे. वो पता जो नहीं पता है. Isn't it? So when a person asks you, tell me about yourself, they're interested to know what is not written on the records. Always remember that. Don't tell them what is written on the records. So you tell, I'm a black belt in karate. I'm a third time black belt, 3 times national champion, a lot of things. They didn't ask me a single question about that. तो पता था कि इसके बारे में पूछते ही पूरा इसके एरिया में घुस जाएंगे हम, जो मर्जी बताएगा फिर. So they didn't ask a single question. मैं बोला था कुछ तो पूछो, नहीं पूछा होता. They didn't ask a single question. So as of this, I'll tell you first, I'll come to this, Nilkamal, कि you study your biodata well. Nilkamal, they will ask, first Nilkamal, your name is very fascinating, yeah. So do you have any inclination towards BJP? Kamal mein naam hai. They will ask questions like that. Are you BJP minded? That's don't tell no. That's again wrong. You should not reveal it. The moment you say that I'm not BJP minded, अच्छा तुम कांग्रेस minded हो. वो भी नहीं तो फिर कौन सा minded? AJP minded. वो भी नहीं तो अच्छा तुम आप वाला minded हो. So they will try to tackle you on that. So never ever disclose, certain things which will drag you into more controversy. So if they ask Neel Kamal, I'm a Neel Kamal, so it's a simple thing which comes to my mind, acha, your name is Kamal. Good. So anything regarding BJP, any fascination, you should know, sir. Then minus marks. So it's not about kiska government. It's not about that at all. But they will say that this guy has not been able to handle my point. So once you say Kamal, so you can always come up with a lot of things about Kamal. What is Kamal all about? And you can say, yes sir, जब मैं पैदा हुआ था तो I did not know whether my parents had BJP in mind or not. You can say like that. क्योंकि तुमने तो नाम रखा नहीं है. मुझसे पूछा कि भाई तेरा नाम नील कमल है, तो मुझसे बोला आनंद नाम है, अच्छा राजेश खन्ना से इंस्पायर्ड है क्या? तो मेरे से पूछे मैं बोल सकता हूँ. You never know sir, maybe my father was inspired by Rajesh Khanna. When I was born, and he might have thought that I'll become like Pawan करके मैं भी बात करूँगा वैसा. तो उनको अच्छा लगा होगा कि नाम आनंद मेरा. So things like that. So when they ask you a question like this is your approach. I'm telling you. Then they will ask you about suppose which god your name is also used for one god. इतना डिटेल में पढ़ के जाओ अपने बारे में. अगर आपका नाम है तो पता है किसी भगवान का भी नाम है. अब अगर उस भगवान का नाम आ गया, अब नीलकमल का भगवान है क्या? नीलकंठ तो है शिव जी. नीलकमल का है. बट इस नीलकमल नाम का एक मूवी आया, पता है? There's a movie. So who was the actor? Remember? Listen, I don't remember. No problem. There is a very popular movie about that. I'm just talking about this generic scenario. I can start like talking like to you like this. Then you might say कि वो कौन देखा था? राजकुमार, जानी was राजकुमार था. This is राजकुमार. राजकुमार का असली नाम क्या था? राजकुमार की और मूवीज देखो आपके नाम से शुरू हुआ, बात कहीं और चला गया. मूवीज देखते हो क्या? If you have given interest में, yes, your hobby is watching movie, and they'll go to movie. Okay, so have you watched this? So you are interested in movie, or you have not watched Neel Kamal, which is your name only. What interest do you have in movies? You understand? They can go these type of questions. इस line में जाता है. Okay, so beware of that. If you have written that I've studied in a particular school, so why did you not? ये school में तो मैं उस एरिया, अरे यार उस एरिया में तो वो भी school है, वहाँ क्यों नहीं पढ़ा? उसने क्यों पढ़ा? You should be ready. यार सब मैं थोड़ी एडमिशन पापा ने कराया था एडमिशन. जो भी मुझे लगा शायद पैसे नहीं रहे होंगे उस बड़े स्कूल में पढ़ाने के, इसलिए इसमें पढ़ा दिया. Things like that. With your name, like do you support NDFB? They'll ask questions like this. Don't आपका मन में ऐसा गुस्सा नहीं आता है, कोई आपके उसके बारे में बोलता है. Don't you feel like you want to go to जंगल चला, क्या करना है इधर? कैसा यूथ है लोग? They'll push you, they'll prick you to speak something nonsense. You understand? क्या लड़का है तो यूथ इतना बढ़िया शरीर लिया, you should go to jungles. Don't ever think like that. आज फिर आपस में बात करेंगे. पर आजकल का लड़का लोग पता नहीं क्या होगा. जोशी का बात. अनंत तुम्हें लगेगा अरे यार ये तो सीरियस हो रहा है. मैंने कहा नहीं सर, मौका मिलने से जाएंगे. तो मगर भाई नहीं जा. This is one example. Nilkamal, don't take it. I'm just trying to tell you a situation where the board tries to do all these things. They speak to you and they'll speak among themselves. And they create pressure upon you by speaking among themselves. Then you take it seriously. Oh yeah, जो समझ रहा है. Then you should be ready with that. If you have done some work somewhere. अबे टाटा स्टील में काम किया है. तो टाटा स्टील में काम किया तो यार टाटा स्टील में कहाँ काम किया, क्या काम किया, तुम्हें लगता है